The doctor told me I should go and get married and have children. I hate to break it to you, but I do not take supplements. To confirm if it's PCOS, I think the worst PCOS symptom for me is... Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I am going to be answering some questions about PCOS. PCOS, or polycystic ovarian syndrome, is an endocrine disorder that affects many women around the world, and I am one of those women. I have been living with PCOS for I think about a decade at this point, so I am a little bit of an expert as I have been living with it. These are questions that I asked my audience for, so these are basically questions about me and how I have been able to manage my own PCOS, and I will be giving some like tips and pointers in there for anyone out there that's looking for like information, that's looking for a little bit of help and looking for a little bit of support as well. All right, so the first question we have here is, how long have I had PCOS? I have had PCOS for I think at this point almost a decade. I was diagnosed when I came back from America, and that was 2013, and we are now in 2024, so 9, 10 years, 11 years. Technically, I've had PCOS my entire life, because PCOS is one of those things that you are born with, though there are some types of PCOS have like something causes it, but the type of PCOS I have, I was kind of born with it. I basically had it my whole life, but I was diagnosed about 10-11 years ago. Next question is, what do I eat to maintain weight but not gain weight? I have to say that when it comes to my diet and when it comes to what I eat, it's really the internet that has really helped me with this, because when I was diagnosed with PCOS, the doctors were not helpful at all. In fact, the doctor told me I should go and get married and have children. Yeah, that's what my doctor told me. I had to go on the internet and go and scour the forums, scour medical papers to find out information about what to do about PCOS and what I can do to kind of like, you know, live a life with PCOS that doesn't have to do with children, husband, you know, all those kind of things. And the one thing I really found, changing your diet really helps your PCOS. I have shifted my diet over the years to a really protein heavy diet. I eat a lot of chicken, I consume a lot of Greek yogurt. I find ways to consume protein. I actually at this point should own a chicken farm. Another thing you can also do is consume complex carbs. So consume complex carbs such as brown rice, such as wheat pasta. There's a whole variety of complex carbs out there. You can do your research and find the ones that work for you. Another thing that I really think has helped me out with my weight is I don't drink soda. I haven't consumed a bottle of soda, a bottle of Coke, Sprite, all of those things, I think, for the past like 8 years. This is so wild, because if teenage me knew this, she'd be like, what the fuck? The only time I do consume soda is when it's in a cocktail. So if I go to an event or a party and it's a cocktail, I'll do that. Me going out of my way to buy Coke and drink it, Whenever I buy meals and the meals come with a free soda, I just store it. I legit just store it in my house, and then I wait for like whenever I have guests. So it's not to say that I don't eat pizza, I don't eat burgers, like not to say that those things do not pass these lips. It's just that those happen once in a while. Like, the next question I have here is my cycle stable? So the answer to this question is like it's like this. So like it's yes and no. It's not as stable in the sense that it doesn't happen every month, but it is stable in the sense that I can predict when it's going to happen. I can predict my period. And I've gotten really good at it. And one thing that really helped me with predicting my period is actually writing it down, using a period app. Actually, just using the health app on my iPhone has been really helpful with just like keeping track. I switched over from using Eve to using the health app, and I haven't been using the health app long enough to give it enough information for it to be like, oh, this babe has PCOS. It still has the settings of a regular cycle and not my crazy cycle. So it is helpful, but it hasn't gotten to the capabilities. I know it can do better, and I know it can do better once I feed it more information. All of this to say, is my cycle stable? Kinda. It's kind of stable. Next question, do I take supplements? If so, which one? I hate to break it to you, but I do not take supplements. I take 0 supplements. I do want to start. I think I said this last year. I said this last year that I do want to start taking supplements. I do think that my diet and my lifestyle has really helped to keep my cycle as stable and my symptoms as low-key as possible. I'm not really dealing with like crazy PCOS symptoms. I think that's why I haven't really felt the need to like really get into supplements. But the older I get, the more I see that my body needs a little bit of help. I do want to start taking supplements. I just don't know which ones to take. I do know inositol is the big one for women with PCOS. I also know there's like D vitamins and some B vitamins as well. I need to do research. I need to find out which supplement I need to take. What symptom am I trying to take a supplement for? Is it for hairiness? Is it for cycles? Is it for mood? Like, what exactly am I taking and why am I taking it? I just don't want to start taking a bunch of supplements because women with PCOS are supposed to take supplements. Like, I want to make sure that whatever I'm consuming really helps me. And next question, what is the worst PCOS symptom for me? I think the worst PCOS symptom for me is the fatigue. I'm tired a lot. And when I say that people don't get it, I always want to lie down. I always wish I had an extra hour or 2 hours in bed. I just wish I could be lying down half of the time. PCOS is one of those things that affects all of you, and people do not realize that. People think it's only like, you know, your periods and your fertility, but they don't realize it affects so much more to you. Women with PCOS are fatigued. We're tired more than women without, and having to explain to exes and having to explain to people that I'm just tired, like I don't want to move right now, I don't want to do this right now, that I think is the worst symptom for me. I can deal with the hairiness, after all I can shave. I can deal with the periods, you know, being tired and like having people call me lazy. My mom, when I was just tired, is very demoralizing. Not having the energy and being tired, dealing with someone's judgment, it's not fun. The next question I have here is, can PCOS be cured? I hate to break it to whoever asked me this question, but no, it cannot. One major reason why I think we haven't found the cure to PCOS is the lack of funding and the lack of research and studies into PCOS and a host of other women's issues as well. There is a lack of interest in figuring out like, why are women dealing with this thing? It's just I don't want to get into it. I think it's medical misogyny. I think it's everything. I think it's a whole bunch of things. We don't have a cause. Like, we don't have like a proper written cause. Like, if you do this, it causes PCOS. That we don't have. Also, we don't have, if you do this, you don't have PCOS anymore. We don't have that. This is why I try my best to advocate for women with PCOS and just try and do my little best so that I can get some information out there. I can get something out there. I need someone out there, a woman, a man, trans, anyone. Please, I need you to figure this shit out. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit. Maybe you'll be able to figure it out in my generation. Please help figure it out for the other women that are coming, because dealing with this shit, it's not fun. It's actually not fun. Next question I have here, and it's not really a question. The person just wrote PCOS workout routine, question mark. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a PCOS workout routine. I do yoga and meditation like a couple of times a week. And actually studies have shown that yoga and meditation is very good for women with PCOS because it helps to stabilize our moods and it helps us with our fatigue. So I will say that maybe yoga is maybe a PCOS workout. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is very helpful. I have also started incorporating lower body workouts as well. Maybe I'll start going to the gym, maybe, I'm not sure. But I really do slow and steady weighted workout. Nothing too crazy. I'm not trying to like get my heart racing like I'm just trying to honestly build a fat ass. That's honestly what I'm trying to do. But working out and exercise and movement is very good for women with PCOS. It gets our body moving. And you don't have to even do a crazy workout. You could just simply go for walks. Just going for walks at the end of your day is very good. As long as you're getting about 20 to 30 minutes of physical activity in, you'll be a-okay. So there's no such thing as a PCOS workout. Just move your body, just work out, just do what works for you. This is 3 questions in one, and this is the last set of questions. So 1, what type of PCOS do you have? 2, how do you find out if you have PCOS? 3, how did you find out you had PCOS? I'll start from the bottom. How did I find out I had PCOS? I've told the story several times, but the summary of it is that I noticed over the years that my periods were never stable. I also noticed that I would gain weight, lose weight like crazy. I also noticed that my moods were just like ass shit. When I came back from America, my mother said, are you still dealing with this thing? And I was like, yes. She was like, okay, It's time to figure it out. Went to the hospital, they did a hormone panel, took my blood, checked my hormones, so my hormones were like, eh. And then they did an intravaginal exam where they took a camera that's like kind of shaped like a dildo, yeah, and they put it inside of me and they looked through. It was very interesting having a doctor just kind of like inside of me looking at my ovaries, and they were like, oh yeah, we can see the polycystic ovary. So that's how I found out I had PCOS. Then the next question up was, how do you find out if it's PCOS? To confirm if it's PCOS, you need to have 2 out of the 3 main symptoms: irregular periods, polycystic ovaries, and I'm not quite sure of the last one right now, but I will do my research, and when I'm editing, put the info on the screen. So for me, I had 2 out of the 3 main symptoms, which was irregular periods and polycystic ovaries. Last question is, what type of PCOS do I have? So there are 4, actually technically 6 types of PCOS. I'm going to put this handy little graphic that I made on the screen right here. And the type of PCOS I have is mixed PCOS. Mixed PCOS means I basically have 2 types of PCOS. I have insulin resistant PCOS and I have inflammatory PCOS. I cannot go into the main details of each type of PCOS. Just know that there are 4 main types, 6 technically. You can have a combination of the 2, which is what I have, or you could have just 1, and you can even have a temporary type, which is called the post-pill PCOS. Post-pill PCOS happens when you come off the pill and your hormones are kind of out of whack. That happens temporarily as your hormones and your body is kind of like figuring itself out, but it's usually temporary and it goes away and your cycle goes back to normal. So those are all the questions I have on PCOS. I hope this was helpful to somebody out there, and if you have more questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I always try my best to answer questions about this because we don't have a lot of resources about PCOS. We need more resources, we need more support. So if you know someone with PCOS, if you have a friend, a family member, just like try and help them, try and support them. Please do not forget to note down the symptoms of your cycle to the subscribe button so that you can join this family here on YouTube. Do not forget to get your hormone panel to the like button so you can tell YouTube that this video is awesome and it's recommended to other people as well. And also do not forget, please do not forget to pluck out your chin hairs to the notification bell so that you get notifications of whenever I upload a new video. Do not forget to be awesome, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!